Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to review the trailer for the 1949 film called Samson and Delilah. Oh, yeah, this is another old one, folks. Well, I can remember seeing that movie, which was made or released in 1949, a long time ago. I watched it initially as a little kid. I might have saw it twice total. It pertained to a super strong guy, and this was a biblical tale too. This is from the Bible. So he made it that type of biblical stories, and they were making a lot of those epics, back in the day in terms of building huge sets to recreate that particular era in time. And Samson was much of the same because in that movie, it looked like it happened a long, 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 long time ago. And that's the amazing magic of cinematography, set design, set buildings, decor, great acting, and great action, of course. Okay, I watched Samson and Delilah as a little boy, and I was so incredibly excited. I couldn't stop watching it. It was partly a love story, and it pertained to a betrayal or something like that. And and it was great action leading up to the betrayal. Like his strength lied in his hair, and he didn't know that it wasn't his hair that made him strong and powerful. He didn't learn that until the end of the film when he did that last super strong act, which brought the pillars down and destroyed all his enemies, but he killed himself as well in the process. So it tend to work out, and it does work out in the end. All right. I can remember watching this film, but I had not saw the trailer for this film until I sat down recently and decided to watch it to put it up for profiling sake. All right. So I'm going back to that particular mindset when I was a little boy. But I watched the trailer as a full grown dude. Okay, let's recapture the magical experience. Okay. All right. The movie looks great. It looks very old, extremely old. I see large amounts of people in it. Some are dressed like soldiers. They show Samson doing super strong stuff, of course. Okay, there's a pretty woman. She must be Delilah. Yeah, women were refined back then in terms of style and dress because they wore beautiful dresses then like they do now. Okay, and the men in this film are dressed like savages except for the soldiers. Okay. It's got a lot of action. They're showing Samson doing super strong stuff. Okay. They're pointing to Samson's capture by his enemies, of course. Oh no, they cut his hair. Yeah, that's the biblical thing about Samson in terms of his story where he believed his strength came from his hair. So when they cut his hair off, Samson believed he lost his strength, and they were able to capture him, much like in this trailer. Okay, folks, I give this an A+. So if you haven't already seen it, it wouldn't be a bad idea to see Samson and Delilah of 1949 in terms of that film. All right, folks, let me know what you think about this one, and have a great day.